Love your work and what you're doing. I'd say I agree with 90% of what you say. I've been in crypto for a while and it's not for everyone. That's cool. Yeah, I'm not saying blockchain is evil. I don't think the technology itself is evil. The way it's being used, I think, is to subvert the dollar. And you might be for that. The dollar isn't like good, but it's supports your way of life if you're in the Western societies. If we adopted Bitcoin, we'd be as poor as, Chinese farmers in about a few years. As full-time developer and looking into a lot of these projects, I'd say most are Ponzi schemes. I think all are Ponzi schemes. There are many positives, though. The biggest lesson for people is not crypto as a scam, but making trading decisions based on what Elon says is silly. Elon promoted Doge, which by the developer's own admission was a joke, and there is no limit to the coins produced. Yeah, Bitcoin's even dumber in my opinion. I get it, precious metals are better at first glance, but just try getting them across a border. Well, I think if you're trying to cross a border, I don't want to leave my county. We're different in that sense. Like if you want to jet set around the world and just go in and out of different countries and yeah, I mean, sure, use Bitcoin. It's great for, rootless, landless, titleless looking to get their stuffed. But me personally, I like things that have actual value. Land, family, stocks, livestock, not dead stock. Crypto, I think, is, as for Bitcoin, due to it, and there's a guy who's supporting me right now. I'm so bad at business. I'm like, thanks for the super chat. Anyway, you're God, it's so funny, though. It's such a good life, though. I'm living a great life. All right. As for Bitcoin, due to it being an immutable ledger, as are most cryptos, if you make big gains, it takes little effort for government or any criminal to trace ownership and extort you. Yeah. You're basically parading your wealth in front of the whole world. And when people go, oh, no, it's anonymous. I know guys that have algorithms where they can figure out the exact person who's trading crypto at any time. I'm not going to say who, but that's mathematically totally possible. Crypto is no replacement for homesteads or self-work. I'm glad you said that. Thank you, Anti-Lockdown. We may see more eye to eye than I'm leading on. If I'm not against people using it for, I don't know. As long as you admit that real world value is better than crypto value, and it's probably going to be used in the metaverse to just buy and sell, kitty. I think we can, However, they will have a big place when the shit coins fade to nothing. I would say the following are sound investments. Pirate Chain, complete anonymous payments. Nothing's anonymous. The only thing anonymous is handing someone $1. Everything online is trackable. Everything. I have an autistic genius friend who 3 years ago called me in a blind panic. Crypto can be traced. I'm like, what? He's like, we cracked all the codes. Tell everybody. I'm like, how long have you been awake? He's like, 4 days. He's like, it can all be tracked. It can all be hacked. I'm like, I know. He's like, you knew that? I'm like, yeah. When I identify something, and we're about to get to Project Veritas, it can be cracked. Just like you can get in James O'Keefe's Monero, the same reasons as above. Dero, like Monero, but the ability to host unstoppable and uncorruptible applications. There's no application that's uncorruptible. Libri powers the Odyssey website. You're using it now, so no one can say it has no utility. I can. I mean, don't get me wrong. I immediately exchange it for dollars. I split it with Coddington, and I buy feed with it. Because dollars is the actual currency. This is all grooming techniques. Not you personally. I like this guy, whoever it is. But it has no value. It's a joke. It's just like, remember Lemons on D Live where they said, oh, Big Bear, D Live, though they can never kick you off D Live, it's uncorruptible. Interesting. I was their #1 lemon earner in the entire site. I made them the most money in the history of D Live. And they kicked me off for what appears to be no reason at all. And their lemons are worth absolutely nothing. And yeah, I had to pay tax on every goddamn squeeze. I got the most ridiculous W-2 or 1090 whatever thing for all my lemons. So many people are naive to all of this. And they're like, oh, we can get around taxes in the banks. Dude, the lemons I had to pay tax on. They're like, you made this amount of money on D Live. I'm like, I thought it was uncorruptible. Oh no, we moved the goalpost again. Now you have to get Liberty or Dero or Monero. No, Pirate Chain is the real one. Okay. Have you not noticed a pattern here? Every time they say crypto is uncorruptible and no one can know it, and then, a year goes by and then everyone goes, we've cracked it. Everyone knows everything you've bought now. And then everyone goes, but we have a new one called Retard Coin. Retard Coin is great if you're a retard. All of the above offer a lot of freedom, but that should never be a substitute for the sort of work you do to be free. Thank you for saying that. We can be friends. I believe the above will offer excellent ROI, return on investment, maybe, but it's all dumb, or you lose everything. It's not logical. So if you are getting return on investment on these things, in my opinion, on a base level, you're stealing. But again, we've all been a part of things. But at the same time, being outcome dependent on them is a very good point. Thank you for saying that. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, right? If you're outcome dependent, never, ever, ever buy any crypto. If you're just like a rich autist and you're like, yeah, I can put 1,000 on this or 1,000 on that and see what happens. I'm not going to judge you. But the reason I'm so intense about this is I've watched good, hardworking men put all their money into Bitcoin and lose all their money. And they were like promised this fortune and all that. No, I saw people buying Bitcoin when it was at 65,000. It's been in the 40s now for 6-8 months. And these people need that money and they don't want to sell it for a loss, but now they're scared it's going to go down to 10, 15. Maybe it does. Maybe it never breaks 65 again. Maybe it goes to 1 million. I don't know. All I know is if you are on a fixed income or you need money to operate your family or your business, stay the away from Bitcoin. And if one of these things jacks up, like 1 out of 5, like, oh, Big Bear, oh man, it's been 2 years and now Pirate Coin's worth $1 million. Okay, what about the other 4? Oh no, they all crashed. But if only I'd listened to that random guy. No, what are the statistical odds? So now you have to put money in all 5 and then sit there and watch it. They all have to pay taxes on it too. All. I had to pay taxes on my lemons. And a lot of you are like, no, I didn't pay taxes. Okay, in a few years, if you're in federal prison, you'll know why. They want you in prison. Like, dude, be smart. Potato. Yeah, totally. All right, everyone's getting it. So anyway,